Hello everyone and welcome! Holy crap, take a look at this. It's been a while since we've been here together, hasn't it, ladies and gents? We are on the Xbox 360 dashboard. Yeah, it's, I actually looked into it, and the last time that I actually played anything on the Xbox 360 was last year. I did a throwback playthrough of The Godfather during the summer months. I actually did co-op commentary with my girlfriend Leanna at the time with that playthrough. She had played Godfather before, and she really seemed to enjoy doing the co-op commentary with me. So, ladies and gents, we are back at the Xbox 360, and by the way, it was officially announced, I believe it was last week, that the 360 has been retired. There will be no more Xbox 360s manufactured. I think Microsoft has realized at this point that the console's life cycle has ended. Which is a shame, because this console is much better than the Xbox One. Not graphically, but the features and the functionality and everything of the Xbox 360 was far better than the Xbox One. I had way more enjoyment over the years playing games on the Xbox 360 than I really did on any other console. Because it's just a really nice console. The dashboard was easily maneuverable. The voice chat was epic quality. It was easy to go on private and not have people bothering you. And I just liked a lot of stuff about the Xbox 360. The online gameplay quality, everything about the console was great. Except for the red ring of death. That's right, someone in the stream chat just brought that up. Yeah, I have to admit the red ring of death was a motherfucker bitch. I went through 7 Xbox 360s, I believe, during its life cycle. I'm not kidding you. 4 of them had red rings of death. One of them had a disk read error, and then I think 2 of them the graphic card fucked up, and it just wouldn't work properly. I had lots of problems with Xbox 360s. So, even though I loved the console's functionality and I loved everything about the voice chat and the gameplay on it, it probably was one of the worst pieces of console hardware ever manufactured, at least in that regard. So anyway, ladies and gents, we're back, and it is time for a new playthrough on the Xbox 360. Now, you might be saying to yourself, Mafia 2, why is Phil playing this at this time? Well, I have many answers for that, okay? So you may not realize this, but number 1, Mafia 2 is a game that was heavily requested that I play it back when it was released in 2010. If I remember correctly, I think it was the summer of 2010. And at that time, I was covering other stuff. You know, keep in mind, this was before I did YouTube full-time. It was still my part-time gig. And I had just transitioned from Darkside Phil to the DSPGaming channel on YouTube. And I was, doing various stuff. And people were bombarding me with messages. Play Mafia 2. Why aren't you playing Mafia 2? Mafia 2 is the hot game. Mafia 2 is the game everyone wants to see. Why aren't you playing Mafia 2? Now, at that time, I didn't even know what Mafia 2 was. I had never played Mafia 1. If you remember way back when, that far back, I hadn't even really gotten much into sandbox games and stuff like that. I actually like how this the console is telling me I have $0. Look at this. It says Darkside Phil, then it shows my gamer points, and then it says I have $0. What the hell did they do to this console? It has to tell me how much money I have. But that's pretty representative of my real life. I really have $0 to my name. So anyway, yeah. So, here we are, years later, 6 years later. Mafia 2. Why am I playing it now? When it was new, I skipped it. Well, a few reasons. Number 1, because it has remained a very largely requested game over the years. It comes back every once in a while, and people request that I play it. And I put it into a few polls and stuff, and it never really won a poll when it came to, viewer requests and stuff. But, it's still a game that people ask for all the time. People seem to hold this game in high regard. It seems to be a cult favorite that people really like to see people play. Okay? Number 2. Mafia 3 has been officially announced. Mafia 3 is coming out in October. It's actually October 7th, 2016. Being that I've never played a Mafia game before, I felt that this would be the perfect, pertinent time for me to do so. Okay? Because I'd like to get a background, in the series. The bottom line is, if I play Mafia 3 with no reference to anything else in the Mafia franchise, never playing it, I may not understand if there were improvements, if there are characters that are related to the previous games, you know what I mean? And not to say that there's anything wrong jumping into a game without having any, previous knowledge of the series, but for the most part, it's a lot better experience if you do have that reference, okay? So, previously, for the past couple years, I've done things like this. I played Dragon Age Origins before I played Dragon Age Inquisition. I played Just Cause 2 before I played Just Cause 3. Unfortunately, that one kind of backfired because Just Cause 3 was the same effing game and was not good. It was just not a good game. But you see what I mean. When you get that frame of reference, it certainly helps. I played Persona 4. I'm currently playing Persona 3 in anticipation of Persona 5 releasing possibly later this year. I don't know how many of you guys have heard. All right. But Persona 5 has been officially announced for a September release date in Japan. And now people are speculating, well, when will it come out in the US? Because localization can take a while. Apparently at E3, we're going to get our answer because there's been a big promo. E3! Tons of information coming out at E3. So we'll know in about a little over a month. We'll know what's going on with Persona 5. Alright? But anyway, ladies and gents, I digress. It's nice when you get a frame of reference for something that you're going to do in the future. And therefore, it makes sense for me to do this. And I've been wanting to do it for a long time. The problem is, there hasn't really been an opportunity. If you've noticed, ever since, I'd say probably September, actually it was late August of 2015, it's been pretty much non-stop releases going on. The only exception I would say was January of this year was a little slow, because there weren't really many releases, but I was doing extended playthroughs of things like Fallout 4 and doing my year-end videos, and I was trying to wrap up everything and get ready for the new releases, which started hitting in February. So ever since then, really, I've had no opportunity, no real free time to do anything. Okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, the bottom line is these next few days, today, tomorrow, the weekend, even Monday, I really don't have anything, important scheduled. I don't have any ongoing playthroughs going on. Everything's kind of wrapped up and finished up, besides Persona 3, which I am going to be playing tonight. I'll talk about that in a moment. And therefore, I said, you know what? This is the chance. This is my chance to maybe play Mafia 2. I've heard that the game's around 10 to 12 hours long. It's pretty much story. So it's not like I'm going to get wrapped up in side content that's going to make the playthrough end up being super long or anything. My plan is to play it today and tomorrow for sure, probably Saturday as well, and see how far I've gotten in it. And then Sunday or Monday, I'll probably wrap it up. And the other day, I'm thinking of maybe doing a Hearthstone stream, because Hearthstone has had an expansion. And I would like to maybe play some of that and do the interactive streams like I've done in the past. I did 2 of those back in March, and I had a lot of fun with them. So this could be interesting, an interesting weekend. We're Mafia 2, we'll have some Hearthstone. Tonight and tomorrow night, FYI, I am returning to Persona 3. I know it's been over 3 weeks since I played the game now, but I am going to be doing, a couple hours a night of Persona 3 to keep that playthrough moving. Alright. This weekend there'll be a new DSP Tries It. That'll be fun. Looking forward to that. Always looking forward to DSP Tries It. In fact, the subject of the DSP Tries It, I'm going to be trying it today and filming that review today. That'll be fun. And then next week is very exciting, ladies and gentlemen. Next week, Uncharted 4 releases Monday at 9 p.m. for me. 9 p.m. Pacific time. I'll be playing it right here on stream. Special stream. About 2 hours of story progress. Monday night. And then, of course, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'll be playing through the game and checking out the multiplayer later on, probably on like Thursday. You know, I want to beat the story first. And so that's going to be fun. Uncharted is a great series, and I'm very excited to see the franchise off, right? See how it ends. I very much enjoyed the first 3 games. Every time that I played one for YouTube, it was a great event. And I hope that you're excited for next week too, okay? And then, of course, later on next week, Doom, which is going to have a campaign. I heard the campaign's going to be on the shorter side. I'm not surprised. Doom tried something different with Doom 3 by making a longer, more narrative-style campaign, and everyone complained and said the campaign wasn't good. It was like they tried to make it like survival horror, and that's not what Doom is. So it sounds to me like they've gone back to their roots. I'm excited. I played the beta. I loved the multiplayer beta. I cannot wait to play Doom. So next week is going to be like full speed ahead on all cylinders, full throttle, new releases. I'm very excited for next week. So I hope you are too. I hope you'll join me for the new stuff next week. But I digress. Obviously, that means that, right now we got to kind of focus in on the stuff that's going on and get as far in Mafia 2, hopefully beat Mafia 2 by Monday. And that'll be a lot of fun. All right, hold on. I'm going to turn off my air conditioner right now because it's getting too cold in my office. It's either too hot or too cold in here. Right now I'm at that weird... It's at that weird in-between temperature in Washington where it's not cool, but it's not hot. But the office heats up in the afternoon because the sun hits the wall. And today there's not much sun, but for whatever reason it was a little hot in here earlier. So I turned on the air conditioner and now my toes are freezing. Alright, so yeah, Mafia 2 today. It's going to be fun. I hope you'll join me for the next few days for Mafia 2 here on stream. And, keep your eyes peeled to DSPGaming for new Persona 3, as well, over the next couple of days. And by the way, I do want to say this. Overwatch, which I played for the last 2 days, the Overwatch beta, I very much enjoyed playing it. I really liked it. I have another batch of videos of Overwatch that I have not uploaded. It's the videos from yesterday's stream. Those I'll be uploading over the weekend, since I already kind of uploaded so many videos of Overwatch. I didn't want to go crazy. I want to give it a break for a couple days and then come back to it on the weekend when typically I don't have as many videos releasing anyway. Alright? But I don't know if you guys and gals heard this. Apparently, someone went to the Overwatch beta website. I guess they had this official FAQ on the website for the Overwatch beta. Guess what they said? It said the beta is the retail version. That everything in the beta is like all the content of the retail version. If you buy the game, there might not be any additional content at all. It might be it's like the full game. What? So basically, they gave everyone the game for free. Everyone plays it all this weekend. It's open beta right now, by the way. Who's gonna buy it if you've already played it? Right? Unless you play it and you're like, wow, I'm in love with it. I would, I definitely want to play this, at length. Then maybe you'd buy it. But if that's the whole game, I don't want to buy it. I would hope that there would maybe be some story. If not, I would hope that there's a ton more multiplayer game modes. Right now, there's only 3. Now, I mean, maybe the FAQ is wrong. Maybe people are misinterpreting what the FAQ says. But if that's the truth, like, that's crazy. Everyone just played every piece of content of the game for free. Why would I buy it later? I don't know. Like, I'm debating now getting it. I really am. I'm debating buying it later this month because if I buy it and it's the same characters, it's the same modes, I'm going to be like, well, I don't really want to do that again. Paticus in the stream chat says, well, during the closed beta, which I wasn't a part of, they had a competitive mode and other extra maps and stuff, and he's assuming that they're adding those back in for the retail. I don't know. Well, we'll see. I'll think about it. I'm curious to see. I mean, the videos didn't do amazing at all. The videos were kind of like, eh. Every time I play a first-person shooter now, this is how the videos turn out. It's not like it used to be. It used to be I would play Call of Duty, and I would play all the mainstream hits, and people would go nuts for it, and now it's not so much anymore. Ever since, pretty much, it's middle of last year is when it all stopped, when all my stuff got kicked out of the YouTube search rankings. because of the false copyright strikes against my account. People don't find my stuff anymore. They search on YouTube for, people playing Overwatch, and I don't pop up, So the very few views that I got for it, it's like it's not going to be any kind of a cash cow for me or anything. I guess I'll just see. What happens around that time, because the bottom line is the week before we got Homefront: The Revolution and the Fallout Far Harbor DLC, and the week of Overwatch is that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game. So maybe I'll get it, maybe I won't. I'll have to think about it, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, everyone. So, we're going to get started with Mafia 2 right about now. We got about 3.5 hours of gameplay coming up. Okay? I'm excited for it. I'm going to do a quick... Excuse me, I'm drinking seltzer water if you can't tell. I'm going to do some quick plugs here. I'm not going to take too long with them. I'm going to do very quickly my one little chunk of plugs, and then we'll begin. Thank you for being here for the live stream. If you enjoy it and you enjoy the on-demand videos, please spread the word about myself and my stuff here on YouTube. I appreciate the word-of-mouth advertisement that I get from my viewership. In addition, please check out the Amazon associate link in the description of all of my streams and videos. And if you do shop on Amazon.com, please click that link and then go shopping as you do normally, and I will get referral credit. Unfortunately, that link only works if you live in the United States. So if you don't live in the U.S., it's cool if you want to, but unfortunately, there's no way that you could use the referral link and have it work right now. So please follow me on social media at They Call Me DSP on Twitter. They Call Me DSP on Instagram. Put up some fun stuff there yesterday. And, I like to do stuff, share my thoughts on things going on in the world. Without spamming you too much. There's more business-related stuff there than anything, telling you what YouTube videos I'm working on, what my schedule is, etc. So please check that out. In addition, you can check out my Patreon at patreon.com/DarksidePhil, where your monthly pledges will earn you some pretty cool personal perks, as well as contribute to a monthly goal. I don't have the goal set up yet for this month because the month just started, but I will have it set up within the next couple of weeks. However, because we hit the funding goal for April, there will be an indie game marathon happening near the end of this month or early June, and patrons will shortly be nominating and voting on games for that marathon, which is awesome. Alright, so please check out Patreon, and also check out my girlfriend's business, The Black Currant, where she makes handmade glycerin soaps and wax tart melts. We are currently working on her summer line of product. Last night we sat down, we were smelling things and making decisions. She placed an order for a bunch of scents for her new slew of soaps and wax tarts that'll be coming out, I believe, next month. I'm not positive when exactly she's doing it, but as summer is, approaching quickly, she's getting ready for it. So check that out. You can find that at etsy.com/shop/The Black Currant. That's spelled Currant, by the way. Alright, that's it. Short and sweet. Got the plugs done quickly. I'll be doing longer plugs and stuff once we get to new games. Right now, I figure we're doing downtime stuff. It's probably my hardcore fans who are showing up for this anyway. No reason to go crazy with the plugs when most of you already know the deal anyway, right? Alright. Thank you, everyone, for watching. I appreciate you being here. Let us begin with my playthrough of Mafia 2. Here we go.